Public housing advocates claim the revamp of Kāinga Ora could lead to an increase in homelessness. The State Housing Providers Board and CEO are being refreshed, while the government comes up with a new focus.
But there's concern any pause in building will increase the state housing waitlist and put tradies out of work. Here's our business correspondent Simon Shepherd.
When Kāinga Ora replaced Housing New Zealand, the organisation went from landlord to urban developer. And this government says that made it financially unviable.
Most importantly, their fundamental job is to be a good landlord to a huge number of often quite vulnerable tenants out there.
So the refresh is underway. CEO Andrew McKenzie leaves with a $365,000 payout. Another 5 board members are also gone. But with more than 24,000 people waiting for a state house, what happens to KO's build program?
They're going to build around 3,800 houses in the next year or two. They've got a retrofit program.
Newshub has previously revealed that's the contracted work. Another 3,000 consented projects have been paused. That comes on top of a construction industry reeling from recession.
In the construction, retail, hospitality sectors, where that discretionary spending has really had an impact. And that's leading to really a record number of insolvencies, more so than any year since 2014.
Reinforcing the gloom, more bad stats. Residential building consent numbers are still way down on last year, and a net 35% of businesses expect conditions to worsen. Add this to a KO building pause, and housing advocates believe it equals more homelessness.
And so the government really needs to be building public housing at a massive scale, and in withdrawing from building at this stage will be a disaster, and it will lead to more homelessness and more housing stress in our communities.
Chris Bishop is committed to building more housing. The government has allocated $140 million for 1,500 homes by charitable trusts.
It's not an either or, it's actually about how do we grow both, and we do that in a sustainable way.
But what role Kāinga Ora plays won't be known until a newly appointed board comes up with a new plan. Simon Shepherd, Newshub.